Welcome back, everyone, to your Wednesday, March 10th stimulus update. The House of Representatives has now officially passed the stimulus package by a vote of 220 for it, 211 against it. All Republicans voted against it, and all Democrats voted for it, except for one, and that was Jared Golden of Maine. He said that he didn't want to vote for it because many of the programs still haven't run out yet, and he saw no need for those programs, upwards of $1 trillion worth of money to be included in this bill. So now that the House has finally passed the stimulus package, when is Joe Biden planning on signing it? You can see here on our calendar, we had predicted that he would sign it on Thursday, but the White House is actually reporting that Joe Biden is planning on signing this on Friday. So they must be preparing something for it. I don't know, some big signature thing. I don't see why it would take 2 days to plan for it. It's a little ridiculous, but it's actually not going to matter. I'm going to update when I believe the stimulus checks are going to go out. So you saw here that I thought they were going to go out on Wednesday the 17th. I'm actually going to push it up a little bit. I think they're going to get some of these checks out by Monday the 15th. You may even be surprised that some people might get it on Saturday. I mean, they're going to get these things out real quick, but I'm not going to put that much faith in the government. I'm going to say that the first checks are going to make it out on Monday, March 15th. And you can see the arrow going through all of the weeks because not everyone's going to get it in the first week or the second week or the third week. They're just going to kind of usher them out as time goes on. What I'm going to do now is answer many of the questions that you have been leaving in the comment section of the video. And these are going to be very different questions than the ones from yesterday. Some of them might touch on the same subject, but maybe I will get to a question that you have had on this stimulus package. What if you are SSI and you have dependents? Will they get the stimulus check? Well, if you claim dependents in your SSI, if you claim them, you will get the stimulus check for those dependents, as long as you claim them and the IRS has that information. What if you owe the IRS back taxes? If you owe the IRS back taxes, you will still get this stimulus check. If I closed a bank account and got a paper check, but now I have a Direct Express, will I still get the stimulus? Yes, you will get the stimulus. It'll just depend on how the government sends it to you. They might be able to do it through the Direct Express as long as that information is updated in their servers. If not, they're going to send you another check like they did last time. The child tax credit. What about children born in 2021? Will you get the money for those children? The answer is yes, you will, because this child tax credit is actually for next year's taxes, not this year. So it's applying to anything that occurs in 2021. So if you have a child who's born, let's say in July, you will go to the IRS portal that they're going to set up and you're going to add that child in. They might even want the child's social security number. And once you add the child in, they will begin to pay you monthly for that child as well. What about the student loan debt? We know that there's been some reports that they wanted to cancel upwards of $50,000 of student loan debt or $10,000, and they might be putting it in this bill. Well, they didn't put it in this bill, but they did put something interesting in this bill, and that is if the student loan debt is ever forgiven, it will not be taxable. And so it looks like they are setting the scene up for a student loan debt forgiveness to occur sometime in the future, probably within the next 4 years. So I would not be surprised if there's an executive order by Joe Biden sometime, maybe even within this year, that is going to forgive about $10,000 of student loan debt. I don't think he'll forgive any more than that. If more than that is forgiven, he's going to want it to go through the legislative process, but it will not be taxable, but it's not actually included in this bill. Just the foundation is set up to forgive it in the future. Property tax assistance, is that in the bill? Well, kind of. There's local and state and government aid that's given out to the states and local governments. That money can be used for property tax assistance. So depending on what state and locality you live in, they might offer that to you, but it's up to the state because property taxes are a local thing, but the federal government provided money for states to do something like that. So maybe your state and your local government will. If you have 2020 taxes filed and they are still being processed by the IRS, will they use your 2019 taxes? The answer is yes. They will use whichever one they have on file. So if they didn't quite process your 2020 yet, they're going to use your 2019. If they did process your 2020, they will use that one. And finally, what is the income cap for the new child tax credit? Well, in order to receive the $3,600 for 6 and under and the $3,000 for 17 and under, you need to earn under $75,000 as a single filer and $150,000 as joint. If you do, you will get the full benefit. From there, it will reduce by $50 for every $1,000 more you earn. So if you earn $95,000 or more as a single filer, you won't see any of that extra benefit. And if you earn earn $170,000 or more as a joint filer, you will not see any more of that extra benefit. However, you can still file for the old tax benefit, which was $2,000. Once again, if you have more questions and I did not yet answer one of the questions you have, leave them in the video comments below. I will take a look at them and answer them on a future video. I'll keep you up to date on as Joe Biden finally signs this thing, stimulus checks going out, if portals open up, anything you need to be doing, and then we'll cover the bills coming forward in the future. There's going to be some big infrastructure bills coming along the way. There's going to be possible talks of a fourth stimulus, and we're going to keep you updated on whatever it is that Congress and the government is doing in the times that we're living in. I look forward to you coming along with me as we explore some of these new things. Thank you once again. As always, I will catch you next time.